Good morning to all. I am Dr. A. Aravindan. Today we will discuss the Sustainable Construction Technology course. Today we will discuss the topic, sixth topic. The topic is construction methods for steel structure. So in this topic we will discuss two subtopic. One is the construction method for steel structure and the slip forming for tall structure. First we will discuss the construction method for steel structure. So the steel structure are popular in construction is due to the strength, durability and versatility. So the several basic construction method used for the building steel structures. It is the own advantage and consideration. Now we will discuss some different methods. Steel structure different method is there. First, conventional steel fabrication. This is the most common method for the constructional steel structures. It involves the fabrication of steel members like beams, column and truss in a workshop or factory. So these components are then transported to the construction site and assembled by using the bolt or welding. So the conventional steel fabrication is allow for the precise the quality control in the controlled environment. Next, bolt connection. So the bolt connection is involved the joining the steel members by using the bolt. So the holes are pre-drilled in the steel components and the components are aligned and bolt together. So this method is faster and more flexible than welding as it does not require use the heat. Then bolt connection are often used in the canneries where the disassembly or modification might to be necessary in the future. Next, weld connection. Welding is involved the fusing steel components together using the heat. So this method is create the strong and continuous connection between the members, but it requires the skill, labor and proper safety measures. Welding is the often used for critical connection like seismic or high stress area of the structure. Next, pre-engineered steel buildings. So pre-engineered steel buildings are designed and manufactured at the offsite with all components prefabricated to fit together seamlessly. So these structures are often used for warehouse, factories and other industrial buildings. So the pre-engineered structures is offer rapid construction and it cost saving due to the standardized components. Next is structural steel frame. So the structural steel frame are commonly used in the commercial and residential construction. So these consist of vertical column and horizontal beam for form of the skeleton of the structures. So this method is provide open and flexible space and allowing the various interior layout. Next, space frame. The space frame or the three-dimensional structure is made from the interconnected steel members arranged in the geometrical pattern. So they are used for creating the large and open span like airport terminal and exhibition halls. So the space frames is distribute the load efficiently and to allow for the creative the architectural designs. Next, composite construction. In composite construction, the steel beams or columns are encased in concrete. It's formed the composite structure. It take the advantage of the strength of the both materials. So this method is often used the multi-story building to enhance the bearing capacity and the fire resistance. Next, steel reinforcement concrete construction. So the steel reinforcement is embedded with the concrete elements like beam, column and slab. It is to improve their tensile strength and durability. So this method is combined benefit of both steel and concrete. It's resulting the strong and resilient structures. Next, cantilever construction. So the cantilever construction, it involves the extending the structural element like beam or column is beyond its support point. So this method is often used to create the overhang or balconies and other architectural features. Next, tension rod systems. So tension rod system is consists the steel rod or cables that are the tension between the anchor point to the provide the stability to supports. So these systems are often by use the bracing, especially in the long span structure like bridges. Next, we will discuss the slip forming of tall structures. So the slip forming in the construction techniques used in the create the tall cylindrical structures such as towers, chimney, and even some type of bridges in a continuous and efficient of the control manners. So it involves the continuous pouring of concrete into the formwork that it moves upward as the concrete is set gain the strength. So this allows the seamless construction of structures with a smooth and uniform finish and minimal construction joints. So the slip forming is particularly well suitable for the project is require high verticality and consistent cross sectional shape. So now we will discuss the basic slip forming for the tall structure. First, formwork. So first process, formwork system is the designed to enhance the concrete and it's provide the desirable shape and finish. So the formwork is consists the steel and wooden panel are assembled to create the vertical molds. So the formwork is molded on platform is known as the slip form. So which is the equipped with the hydraulic jack or other mechanism to control the form's vertical movement. Next, concrete placement. So slip forming is begin with the pouring of finished concrete to the formwork. So the concrete is typically mixed with the accelerator to ensure the as it's set the quickly. So the placement concrete is carefully is controlled to the maintain the consistent rate of the pourings. Next, vertical movement. As the concrete sets and it's gained the strength, the slip form is gradually raised vertically. So this is achieved using the hydraulic jack or other mechanisms. So the formwork is guided by the rail or track to ensure the move smoothly and maintain the desirable shapes. Next, continuous operation. So the slip forming is the continuous process where the formwork is raised at the steady pace. It's allowing the concrete to set the involve the upward. So the continuous operation is eliminated the need of the construction joints and resulting the seamless structures. Next, vibrator and consolidation. So the vibrator are often used during the concrete placement to ensure the proper consolidation and to remove the air pocket. So it helps to achieve the uniform density and strength throughout the structure. Next, reinforcement. So depending upon the structural requirement, the reinforcement such as the rebar or wire mesh may be incorporated in the concrete mix to enhance the structure strength and durability. Next, finishing and textures. So to achieve the desired finish, the outer surface of the formwork may be equipped with the texturing tools or other elements. It is the final approach to the concrete. This is the important of the achieving the desired aesthetic of the finishing concrete. So next, pouring speed. So the speed at which the concrete is poured and the slip form is raised depends upon the factors such as concrete mixing properties, ambient temperature and desired strength development. So the balancing these factors is crucial to ensure the concrete is set properly without causing the cracks or other issues. Now we will discuss the construction method for tall building. First, we can prepare the site preparation and foundation. Choose an appropriate site based on the factors like soil condition, geological stability, proximity to the utilities and accessibility. So excavate the site and construct the deep and stable foundation to support the building weight. So the common foundation, it's a type of tall building. It's include the pile, caisson and mat foundation. Next is structural system. So first select the appropriate structural system based on the building design and intended use. Common system, it includes the reinforced concrete, structural steel and a combination of both. So the reinforcement concrete is often used for the core and perimeter columns, while steel is used for the framing and beams to provide the flexibility and strength. Next, construction material. Use high strength materials. It can withstand the loads and stress associated with the tall building. It's include the concrete with high compressive strength and structural steel with high tensile strength. Next is safety measures. So in safety measures, the implemented strength of safety measures such as safety netting, fall protection system and structural bracing to ensure the safety of the workers at a great height. Next, concrete pouring and formworks. So use the advantage of advanced formwork systems and construction techniques for pouring concrete in tall buildings. So the slip forming and jump forming are common method used to achieve the continuous vertical constructions. So the monitor the concrete curing and prevent the cracking and ensure the structural integrity. Next is structural framing. To assemble the structural framing include the column, beam and floor slab by using the steel or reinforcement concrete. So install the temporary bracings and support to maintain the stability during the construction. Next, elevator and service core. So the constructor dedicate the elevator and service core within the building to house elevator and stairwells and utility shaft. So this core is provide the vertical transportation and essentials of the building. Then facade and curtain wall. So curtain, they install on external facade and curtain walls to enclose the building's exterior. So the curtain wall systems is often include the glass panel and it more help with the thermal installation and aesthetics. Next, mechanical electrical plumbing system. So you install the mechanical electrical plumbing systems. It include the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, electrical wiring, plumbing and fire separation systems. So it is ensure these systems and design the efficient operation in the tall building. Then quality control and safety. So implement the strict quality control measure to ensure that all the construction works meet the design specification and safety standards. It's regularly inspect and maintain the safety equipment and systems. Then wind and earthquakes engineers. So the tall buildings are acceptable to the wind and seismic forces. So engineering solutions such as tan moss dampers or base isolator, it may be used to mitigate these effects. Next, commissioning and testing. So they conduct the comprehensive testing and commissioning the all building system to ensure the function as the intended. So the perform the load test is a inspection to confirm the structural integrity of the building. Next, interior finishing. So the complete interior finishing work, it's include the flooring, wall covering, ceiling installation and fixtures. Then occupy by use. Once the construction is complete and all the safety and regularity is required or meet the building, it can be occupied and put in the intended use. Thank you.